This video is for adult collectors. Hi everyone, this is a video review of the G.I. Joe Classified series, Mutt and Junkyard. After my previous review of a G.I. Joe Classified series set that was Duke with a motorcycle, got the question, how was it related to Transformers? And that was a fair question. For this particular set, Mutt and Junkyard have appeared in every Transformers G.I. Joe comic. They are the one from Marvel, Dreamwave, Devil's Due, and IDW. And I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually appear in Skybound's Transformers and G.I. Joe Energon universe. I bought this set when it was on sale at Target for $22.50. The original price was $45, so about 50% off. If you have an interest in G.I. Joe, but you're not dying to get a particular character out of fear the character will sell out, Target eventually does clearance the G.I. Joe classified figures if you're patient. As for this particular set, I'm going to start off this video going over the box first, as I and most other toy reviewers do at the start of our reviews. You can see through this window, not only do we get Mutt and his dog Junkyard, but they come with bunch of accessories as part of a series of G.I. Joe Classified sets, which include an animal. For another instance, Snake Eyes and his husky Timber, also a dog, as well as Crocmaster. So what we see here, the large window box packaging. I'm really glad that Hasbro's bringing back boxes with windows, so we can see G.I. Joe sets actually come with everything they're supposed to, and people stop taking heads off Transformers in stores like Target and Walmart. What we see now is what comes with M4 Carbine, as you're familiar with from games like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, Baton, small pistol, helmet, some goggles, interchangeable hands, which are really good. G.I. Joe figures typically come with trigger hands to hold their accessories. I like being able to change up the hands, and a small knife. All right, and the bottom box, so we just see some information here. So I'll show you what's on this side. Looks similar to the artwork on the front. And see close-up of the artwork on the front, on the side. And we just see a top window above. I mean, we see a top window from above. Then here, looks very cool. It's got a helmet, and underneath the helmet mask, really nice head sculpt, which we already see through the window, but got the option of wearing sort of COVID mask over his mouth, and it's actually a very cool mask, like what you'd expect from the military when they wear masks over their mouth and noses against things like gas and chemical weapons of that nature. See, also next to him in the picture, we see his dog. We see an alternate head here, which we already saw through the window. And what was this? Oops, accidentally fumbled with the camera there. Obviously, close-up of his army vest. See a nice render of one of the you can see a nice render of one of the details on that vest. Anyways, enough about the box. Let's get this set opened. See exactly how cool everything in here truly is. All right. I'm choosing to open it from the top because we see the front sort of pattern going on, and you can see it continuing to the top. Anyways, the tray out here. Let's see what else is in here. We see a nice star in here. Very cool. And we just see a typical sort of a safety information insert from Hasbro. So, pause if you need to read all this. Once again, here's everything. All right, let's try to take this guy out of here. Seems to be a bit tough, but he's not tied to anything. I think I can just take one of his feet off first and yank him out this way. And what else is there to take out? His dog. Even just like with Mutt, you can just take out pull him out by the legs. This also doesn't seem to be tied down to anything. Alright, it's looking figure. Looks very cool. Mutt's got a nice, tough, battle-ready expression on his face. And what's also nice is there's no pins in the legs and the elbows, which I don't think have been on G.I. Joe classified figures. It's the first few waves. And there's also some areas to hold its accessories. It's for the pistol. It's probably for the knife. So get some of that stuff out. Right, so knife seems to be wedged in there pretty nicely. So let's just sort of pull this. See if I can pull this out from the middle. Then pistol here also seems to be wedged in pretty tightly. I really wish Hasbro didn't make this stuff so hard to get out of the box. I almost wish they actually went back to their old method of just putting stuff together in a tissue bag. Well, almost. Obviously, the window is back. We can see exactly how good these accessories are and which ones he comes with. Get the M4 carbine out here. It's probably the big reasons I got it. This is one of my favorite assault rifles from Call of Duty, and you might as well get everything out of here while we're at it. Whoops, the baton just flew out, and then we get his Junkyard sort of good boy expression, alternate head. And then we'll just get the mask here. So let's see here. Let's get his hands out. So it's also pretty hard to fit in. Mostly gets out. Whoops, my hands fell back here. And get this other hand here. I can pop this out more. Yeah. Alright, let's get some of this stuff on him. Put the pistol here. Let's get the knife in here. Get the sculpt off the mask on here. I think it'll stay more securely once we get the head sculpt back on the body. Let's see if we can options for goggles. I'm going to put this one on here. I think this is cooler, and we'll see if we get the head on here. Kind of looks like to me of the Green Goblin from Spider-Man 3 with all the stuff on him, but at least stuff here. Oh wow. Now he looks very cool. Let's if we can get this stuff on more securely. Futz with this more. Alright, so I think what's supposed to happen is supposed to stretch the band from the mask onto the back of the head sculpt, and then put the smaller goggles on him so they line up. Then put the helmet on him. Yeah, it looks very cool. Looking at the back of the box, I'm reminded that the larger goggles are supposed to go on his helmet rather than over his eyes. I'm still not sure where to put this baton. If he's supposed to keep it anywhere other than in his hand. And I'll show you his array of hands more close up. Unfortunately, he has a one-fisted hand for hand-to-hand fighting. Well, I guess you got this sort of karate chop hand, and I don't know what this one is for exactly. Finger pointing hand. I guess we know what these ones do up here, and then you got one relaxed hand, and you got this hand. I don't know what this is for. It looks like you can put something through it. Put the baton in here. fits in there kind of loosely. Same thing if I put it in this end. Feels pretty loose. Pretty loose grip. Mutt's got a hole in his back. I'm not sure what's for. Looks like there isn't a peg on the gun, so I can't have him store it on his back. So let's just try to get him to hold it. So let's see. Yeah, there's also the option of just taking his hand off and then getting the gun into his hand. Well, this is an all plastic figure, so I think I'll be fine. Oh, just putting it in his hand while it's still on the figure. It's a very cool looking gun. One of the reasons I bought this figure, because I'll reiterate, it's one of my favorite M4 or M16, one of my favorite assault rifles in video games. And probably just putting his baton in his other hand. So the one is other hand to be stuck holding another part of his assault rifle. Yeah, it looks very cool. It's a whole much better in his hand than the other one I tried out with. Yeah, it definitely looks very cool. I like how Mutt's got the what I assume is a bulletproof vest. I'm not sure if there's any way to take it off, like the armor we see with He-Man figures. Do like all the detail around the figure, such as on the vest, all these pouches, the knee pad, boots, this gauntlet and such. Classified figures definitely pack in a lot more detail than the old 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe figures, which were mainly that size to fit inside vehicles. Like the mix of this green camouflage along with this brown leather for his suit. Looks very cool. And again, the helmet with sunglasses, mask. That option for his face is cool too. Overall, it's very nice looking. Nicely detailed and great looking figure. Now let's go over his articulation. Showed the head's on a ball joint, so let's move down to his arms. The arms up, out. Seems to be a bit of a butterfly joint here. Bicep rotation. Double jointed elbows. So you can get like about 135 degrees. Let's try this arm. Let's move this hand first. Yeah, about 135 degrees. Bend. Let's see. Bicep rotates all the way around both sides. Let's check out legs. This is also about 135 degrees of movement, or it bends all the way. It's also double jointed. So yeah, seems like it can bend all the way here. Whoops, helmet came off. Oh well, so I'm not worry about that for right now. You got hip rotation here. Let's see. Let's look at his hands. Obvious. Come on. All right, you got wrist rotation, but you don't got side of. You don't have like side to side movements in his hands like that. It doesn't have that. So legs can go up. I can't go back because of this, due to that butt piece. Thighs over here. Legs can go out. You got ankle pivot and tilt. Let's go on to Junkyard. Check out his articulation. Obviously, head's removable. So you got his friendlier face. Let's check out the articulation. Swivel here. This can go out that much. Just two. And obviously not as much articulation as himself. Well, these can go up. His legs bend that much. Ankle tilts. Another joint here. Let's go this far back, this far forward, this far forward, this far back. Let's see how. Yeah, they got some pivot room. And then let's go up that much. I can sort of see if this other leg will work. Well, it's not working. Yeah, I got it to work. Let's go that much. I got some pivot all the way around. Much back and forth tilt. It looks very cool with this green padding on him, as well as his collar. Yeah, I really like this friendly looking face as well. Yeah, so all in all, this is a great set. Set looks great, articulation's great. The accessories are awesome. I'm glad I found this when it was on sale at Target. I hope you liked this video. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to me. That's it for my review. Bye. One thing I missed about Mutt the first time I uploaded this video review to my YouTube channel, his wrists do actually have his hands do actually have articulation, as you can see here. And on his other hands, his other hands have articulation too. For example, his fisted hand. Let's go side to side like so. Side to side. Hand articulation I was looking for earlier in the video. Also his other hand has the up and down movement as well. But all of his other hands just have the hand moving side to side.